Hey guys, what is up? Intuition is such a damn powerful tool, and I'm going to be talking about it today, okay? So what is intuition? How to get stronger at it? Okay, intuition is when you close your eyes and you connect to the higher divine spirit. I wouldn't say higher divine spirit. The divine spirit is within you, so you're just connecting to the divine spirit. But when the divine spirit guides you and you use that guidance, that is the intuition that you get. Okay, and the intuition works from the right side of your brain. Okay, many of us today are not connected to our intuition. Okay, we are all over the place. The intuition is very, very subtle, and the more we disassociate from the intuition, the more we have the power to connect to the intuition. It's like if I don't use my hand for a long time, I might even forget how to move my hand. If my hand is like this for like about 20 years, not moving at all, I might even forget how to even move my hand, because that connection from the brain to the hand is not there. It's not done. It's not been practiced. If an aeroplane is not used for a long time, if an airplane doesn't fly for a long time, it tends to rust. An airplane is better when it's moving. Same way, when the right side of the brain is being in use constantly, the intuition increases. And as you keep practicing intuition, the intuition increases, because you're making those muscles work. You're making that side of the brain work. So, intuition is connecting to the universal spirit, and that spirit is within you as well. Okay, but it is connecting and receiving the guidance that is given from the universal spirit. Okay, and how to get stronger at it is meditation. Meditation is extremely key, because when you're meditating, once again, you're taking out you're closing your eyes. Okay, then all the other senses become more clear, and you're trying to disassociate yourself from those other senses. And when every other sense is gone, you're only left with one thing, that is the spirit within you. Okay, so when you try to get yourself, that's why they say you can do it's better to do meditation when it's silent, and you're in silence, so that it's easier for you to dissociate. But when you get into meditation, and when you get the grasp of meditation, you can do it anywhere. Okay, you can do it anywhere. It's your ability to disassociate from all the worldly, earthly things that are around you, and tap into the inner spirit. And that is what meditation is. You can even meditate on objects. If a sound is there, you can meditate on the sound as to what it is. But when you want to tap into intuition, you want to tap into your inner spirit, so that your inner spirit can get the communications from the spirit around, the universal spirit. So the intuition, how do you do it? You practice it. And how do you practice it? You practice it you practice it by one by meditation. Other things, you practice it by trusting the universe. You practice it a lot of times by trusting the universe. Why? Because when you're trusting the universe, you're depending on the universal's guidance to get you to wherever you want to go, or to do whatever you want to do, or to choose from different types of options. And that intuition, remember that intuition, we have not been in touch with our intuition for a long time, so that intuition is subtle. Okay, it's that nudge, it's just immediate nudge from the heart that pushes you towards something, and you don't know why. That is your intuition. Okay, that is the spirit trying to hey, this is the right thing. And intuition just makes things way faster, way easier. Okay, you can do if once you develop your intuition, because you're being guided, you're being guided by somebody else. If two people do a work, okay, and if one person does it, two people can complete the work faster than one. Same concept. Okay, if somebody's guiding you with something, and y'all both are going the same path, and they want the best for you, it's going to be way more efficient, isn't it? So that is your intuition. That is like your what they call the sixth sense, the right side of the brain. How you can do it? You can practice it. Like, I go for walks, okay, on a day-to-day basis, and when I go for walks, I have to make these turns, right? I have to make these turns. It's a park, and I go around the park, and I make these turns. And sometimes I have to make different turns, because the path sometimes can be crooked, okay? But how I sometimes I practice my intuition. So I walk around these turns and I close my eyes and I try to make the turn. I close my eyes and I walk slowly so that I there's a little sense of like, oh, what if I go off the path? What if I trip and fall on something? So trip and fall on the sides of the path. Okay, so I close my eyes and I try to make that intuition just a little, just for a few seconds. Close my eyes for like a second or two or 3 seconds, and walk and walk, and I do this during the turns so that I use my intuitive sense to guide me through the turns. Okay, but remember, this is a part of trusting the universe. It's important to trust the universe when you're using the intuition. So I close my eyes, I try to feel the energy vibration of where I am going, and during those 2-3 seconds I trust the universe and I tap into my intuition. I'm like, intuition, guide me. And the intuition, like it kind of like nudges me to move my body, maybe a little bit to the right, maybe a little bit to the left when I'm walking on these paths. And as you get to understand that this intuition is helping you, you trust the intuition itself a little more. And when you trust the intuition itself a little more, the power of the intuition slowly increases. And this is how you can use intuition like literally an extra tool and the most powerful tool in your hand to get things done so efficiently. It's like just another you trying to help you and making your work, your life a lot more efficient, effective as well. So meditate first to get to your intuition, to tap into your spirit. How you meditate? Disassociate from everything, all eyesight, all things that you're hearing. Or you can focus on a particular sound, feel the sound, yada yada, because remember there's spirit in everything. So there's spirit even in a sound, it's even in a vibration. So you can feel the spirit in anything, or you can feel the spirit within yourself and tap into that spirit. Then number 2, you can practice it physically by like what I do, exactly what I do. Like certain turns, if you're do turns that you've already done before, that you're already practiced. Like I walked this path in the park like a lot of times, but so I practice it there. I practice it in a safe zone. Okay, so you can practice it in a safe zone, and you can practice it physically. Then just you have the most important part in intuition, in improving your intuition, is to trust the universe with it. When you're in the act of getting in the information through your intuition, trust the universe with it for that moment of time. Give 100%, not a 99.9%, 100% of your trust to the intuition. Okay, if you fall back, yada yada, try again, because the intuition exists. Okay, and the intuition just gets stronger as you practice with it. As you tap into your intuition, the intuition becomes your friend. The intuition is a part of you. It's just an untapped potential within all of us. It's an untapped potential for a long period of time. It's like a hand that's never been used and now you're starting to use it. It's like that. It's a part of your brain, the right side of the brain that's not been used for so long, and you can use it. And like you've heard that humans use only like about 10% or 7% of the brain. Then there's almost 90+% of the brain that's not being used. Imagine if all of that brain is being used and the right side of the brain is completely connected to your intuition. You're like Superman then. Okay. Okay, so intuition is such a powerful tool, and the more you practice it, the more you work on it, the more stronger it gets and the more you can use it. Okay guys, so thank you, have a good day, bye, love you.